Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. It's still showing up on the feed down there. It's okay. So yeah, Nick is in the midst of devouring some Pringles wavy chips. And we're going to watch another episode of Mob Psycho 100. Yay! So, okay. Here's the thing with Mob Psycho 100. We've had a lot of fun with this series so far. I was not expecting it to be... I knew it was going to be good, but I didn't expect it to be this funny. As funny as, if not, in some cases, funnier than One Punch Man. And then, of course, now you have Ritsu, who is getting these powers. But I don't know how Ritsu's going to rank up next to Mob, because Mob was very easily able to handle the one guy, the blonde-haired guy. I forget his name now. And Ritsu basically buckled when presented with a challenge against him. The traditional story is like, you know, Ritsu's gonna like embrace the dark side, and Mob's gonna have to fight his own brother. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Mob's gonna be like, "Oh, Ritsu, you have psychic powers too. That's nice." But anyway, we got the episode queued up here. Let's see what happens. Here we go.
Aren't there many espers out here, are there? I mean, all of these people have walked by. Not one of them stood out to you.
Hey,
Unless, of course,
me munching on chips fitted thematically with the beginning of the episode.
Really haven't been any.
Mm-hmm.
So, are the two of you on a date?
Conehead.
This seems pretty unique.
Cool if I borrow him for a bit? You should go and take a look for yourself.
What are you doing here? I'd ask you the same thing, Ritsu. Did you do all this? Yes, I'm responsible. Really? Seriously, I did this.
Whoa, Ritsu, what do you think you're doing? I'm not hanging around for a battle I know he'll lose!
Dimple? Whatever, I don't need him. Look, if something's bothering you... You do have psychic powers. I missed. You did it! You've wanted them for so long.
Oh.
And because you had them, I'd always admired you, brother. Really? You're making me blush. But that was just a big misunderstanding. I couldn't handle my inferiority complex and fear towards you. So I was protecting myself by thinking it was simply admiration. I never knew what you might do if you got stressed out. So I did my best to stay out of your way and not cause any trouble between us. Now that's just a humiliating past. I tried so hard for so long. Now I don't have to be scared anymore. So this buddy-buddy act of ours ends now. It's over.
Damn.
Ritsu, I can tell. That's all just a lie. I want you to face me! I have to help take care of you. I'm terribly sorry that my little brother hurt you. Please look past this and be friends with him.
Not gonna happen, Mom.
Think that's enough to be forgiven to you? You need to grovel down on your knees!
Why would you do that?
Humility, man.
What do you think you're doing?
There isn't any use in trying to get rid of me. I mean, we're brothers.
I'd like a status update.
It sounded a little more ominous
It's
than
been
I
10 minutes
expected.
since you reported that you found
Yeah.
the target.
Hurry up and bring him here.
All right, fine.
Confirms the awakening
Whoa.
lab's
The
data.
fuck?
What a completely exaggerated
Oh
name.
shit, he
It's
killed everybody at the
embarrassing to
Awakening
even
Lab?
have to say it.
Whoa!
Dude!
Now listen, don't mess this up.
Oh,
The
shit.
more information we leak,
Well, at least he
the
didn't
more
kill the
annoying
kids.
it'll
I don't know who these guys are, but they mean business.
Let's get this wrapped up.
No more hurting people.
Only the strongest can give out orders like that. You're exactly right.
Let go! Ritsu!
Who the hell are you? But this guy's on a completely different level. He's our target! You can't! That's our business!
Damn.
How dare you treat our boss like that? Wait, I got a bad feeling.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
My little brother.
Ooh!
Grovel and apologize to me. We're reviewing the scene you were playing out earlier.
Oh boy.
What a
Oh, this guy's an asshole.
Look at all you pathetic dipshits. See ya, brats. Reach You too, brat? I wasn't told anything about this kid having a brother with psychic powers.
Let go of my brother.
So you put up a barrier? Ooh, I'm shaky. Telekinetic helix!
Ooh. Shit.
My powers rip through your barrier like an excavator through a pile of rubble. You're gonna protect your little brother, right?
Can't be defensive, man.
One hell of a beating.
Damn.
Stop it now! What's with that look on your face? Think I'll take this opportunity to wipe it off?
Almost.
Look what you've done. Rage burning in me.
Bye-bye.
Holy shit.
Well, you knock on the devil's door long enough, he's gonna answer.
You did this to yourself, and now you're gonna pay for it.
He just...
Telekinetic helix! What?
Jesus.
You're kidding! Energy bomb!
Damn. He's still
You're actually
alive.
making me use my trump card! Damn it! What's with this brat? Hey, look at that! It's a white t-shirt! That's it! He's not White Tea Poison's older brother! He's the shadow leader at Salt Middle School! White Tea Poison!
The next move will be the last.
Take this, brat! Damn it! This barrier's so powerful, my knife's not even gonna scratch it! Just kidding.
Oh. Oh, no.
I don't like using this stuff, but I don't have time to deal with this crap anymore. You've all gotten a good look at my face, so I'm gonna have to make you disappear.
You put... okay. Here's the thing. Whenever he's unconscious and near 100%, it gets even worse.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I can't take him on anymore! You're coming with me!
You better run.
Oh no!
You saved our lives! He's unconscious but still standing.
Oh.
It's still dangerous to be near him.
You're from Black Vinegar Middle School!
Your shoulders feel heavy, right?
Yes, a fortune teller said there was something dense weighing down on them. Why are you...
Ghosts and spirits are completely powerless against salt. First, we'll weaken them with the rock salt powder. Eventually, they'll grow agitated and leave. Phase 2. We'll place a hot towel on your face to cover your eyes. This shuts out the spirit's visual interferences, along with using aroma oil to maximize your relaxation.
He's just a really good massage expert is all he is.
But he says it's spiritual.
Where he sends his clients on a specialized beauty trip that relaxes the body and soul.
Oh my goodness, I feel so much younger!
This is the first time I can remember that Mob didn't show up for work. I'm gonna have to lecture him when I see him again.
Where are we?
My apartment. Dimple told me about everything that happened.
It's a long
I just noticed his nose was bleeding and they had him laying on his back. That's not a good thing.
No.
Are you to blame for
Choke
all
on
this?
It's a misunderstanding! I don't know who those guys are!
He doesn't, but I do. Stay away from them.
But they've got my brother.
It's an organization called Claw, formed by dangerous espers. They want a revolution and aim to turn the world on its head, and there are over 100 who are actively involved. There are plenty of facilities across the world that are researching ways to manufacture psychic powers. But the only one to succeed at such an undertaking is Claw. They take child espers who have yet to mature, brainwash them, and raise them as soldiers. Got most of my info from one of their guys who tried to kidnap me before.
I'm gonna go save him.
Do you have a death wish?
No, not at all.
Then calm down and think.
I think I can win.
There's a research facility where people like you were gathering. As a matter of fact, Ritsu was there recently too.
Are you serious?
It looks like they're unconscious, but not dead.
Oh. I thought they killed them all.
Who are you? Where did he go?
Did you sell Ritsu Kageyama's personal information to Claw?
To Claw? What's that?
It looks like this guy really doesn't know anything.
Where are the other kids?
They were kidnapped.
Alright, so what level of power did the kids who were kidnapped have?
Who are you guys?
They were developing.
What do you think you're doing, Hanazawa?
Introducing ourselves.
Kageyama, you look rough. Are you okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. But listen, we really shouldn't fight back right now.
I'm gonna say where this facility's at.
Dude,
this is getting interesting.
Yeah,
Very,
I really
interesting.
like the series already, but like this episode just cranked it to 12.
Oh yes, it did. I mean, honestly, like we were teased with the adult Esper in the last episode, and then to see him in action here and see him not only hold his own, but in some ways best Mob. Like, whoa.
Well, I kind of had a feeling that might be possible because he's an adult Esper. Mob's a kid, even though he's a prodigy, obviously.
Well, yeah.
But so is, I forgot his name. Like, they said his last name in this episode, but I don't think they said his first name. But his first name starts with a T, but the one that's wearing the blonde wig right now.
Yeah.
Like, he's obviously a prodigy too, but Mob's more of a prodigy.
Yeah, Hanazawa is I would say they're both prodigious, but Mob is just on a different level. Mm-hmm. Mob has like the latent abilities, and plus he's got that other presence lurking deeper within him. Mm-hmm. whenever he is awakened. Which
I had a feeling
that's
like
terrifying.
You know, it would take someone who's been using powers for longer to stand up to him at all. It did, basically.
Oh, yeah.
He still couldn't really stand up to him. He ended up having to sedate him.
Yeah. I mean, and
I'm surprised he didn't take him after he put up a fight against him like that.
Well, again, his mission was to take Ritsu.
Yeah, I'm
wasn't to take
surprised
him.
that they didn't switch priorities and come to take him.
Well, again,
so that'll probably be what happens. Like after he relays the story of what happened when he was getting Ritsu, like they'll probably come back from Mob.
Either that or Mob they'll be like, why didn't you take him? And then all of a sudden a wall breaks down and he just like, hey, is this the building that all the kids are at? And like Mob breaks down the door. Mob shows up and they're like, it's him! Get him! And
he's just in the middle of asking the question and like a fucking giant like rock flies like next to his head and almost takes his head off and he has to move his head and he's like, yep, this looks like the place.
And then all of a sudden the other dude comes in. He's just like, my God, do you see the size of that boulder? And then Dimple's just like, I knew he shouldn't have come here. It's like, I'm going to die again. But Hanazawa, I'm glad to see, is becoming more of a secondary protagonist in this. I don't think he's like a full protagonist yet. I think he's still sort of like an anti-hero because he's still doing his own thing, but I don't know. At least he's not trying to hurt Mob anymore.
He seems extremely humbled after what happened with Mob.
Well, I mean, when you come face to face with a demon, like Mob,
because literally it was like Dimple said, he was up to this point he was a very big fish in a very small pond.
Yeah.
Like, but now that he met a bigger fish, like he was like, oh.
And now the same thing's happened with
Made
Mob.
him chill the fuck out.
And now the same thing happened with Mob. Mob, a very big fish in a very small pond, and I think we're going to see
the dam's finally broken. They've seen the ocean now. Like to an extent.
And
at least they're starting. They just set foot in the ocean and saw their first shark, basically.
Yeah, and now I think Mob's going to realize I have to basically be on at all times if I want to survive this and get Ritsu back.
Well, like, there was so many things about this episode that I'm just like, dude, like this is so cool. Like,
yeah, the fight
especially like the sword guy, like the way he just,
dude.
Like I don't know why. It's just like the way he just was using his powers to make his sword float and resheath it. I was just like, that's cool as fuck.
Oh, dude, I've seen other characters do that, but you know, it's always cool to see it in action. It's just like, especially when he's there, and honestly, I know it's sort of cheesy for them, not for the people not to die, but at the same time, I understand it.
I'm just like, how did he do that with a sword? You know, but
well, maybe he's like Rurouni Kenshin. He's got the dull, like he uses the dull side of the blade.
Or we just thought that he murdered everyone because it was a sword, but he just actually had it flying around the room, knocking everybody out with the hilt.
Yeah, basically.
He's like, I don't need to butcher a whole room full of people. I just need.
We just need the information.
Yeah, I just need what I need.
Oh man, but this was a great episode.
Yeah, it's like this episode kind of switched the series like on a different track from where it had been so far.
Well, it was a comedy. It was mostly comedic.
It was comedic, and it didn't really have a definite sense of direction yet.
Yeah,
it was sort of like episode to episode character development with not really any sort of overarching like problem to be solved.
Yeah,
until now, and now the problem to be solved has been introduced for the moment. So we have a goal and scenario set which we didn't have for the first 7 episodes, basically.
Well, yeah, and now we had the character development like you were saying, and now like an enemy has shown up, and the objectives are now in sight.
Which I was cool with, like, you know, them just kind of. They were sort of just subverting tropes for the first 7 episodes. It was like, oh, we think this guy's going to be the big villain, and he just got his ass beat and humbled incredibly.
And stripped naked and made
we're like, oh, now we got all these other people after him, but oh, now his brother's probably going to be the villain, and it's like even that just got subverted a little bit, I believe.
Again.
I still think there's a bad chance that Ritsu could end up brainwashed and on the side of Claw, but like it just depends on if they keep up with their subverting of tropes. That probably won't happen, you know.
Like all of a sudden they try to brainwash him, and it's just like, prepare to be a slave, and then they like hit the lever, and all of a sudden a little puff of smoke happens behind like a circuit board, and they're like, oh damn it, hold on a moment. And then he's just sitting there, he's like, did it happen? What's going on? It's just like, hold on a minute, we had a fuse blown. Let's see. Okay, do we have any A41 fuses? No. Damn it, will someone run to the Radio Shack and get another one? I am so sorry about this. It's like he doesn't know how to feel, because he's just like, it's like on one hand I'm relieved, but on the other hand it's just like I'm still gonna become a slave. What the hell's going on? Oh, and then of course, you know, Mob, the very dry sense of just like the very dry humor that's present when Mob is there. I just love that too. Just, you know, whenever Mob shows up, it's either going to be an ass whipping or it's going to be like very dry in terms of his presentation, because that's just his character. I mean, I love Mob so much, and also
like even though like all of this other stuff from Focus was going on, we still got a really funny scene with Reigen too.
Yes, and honestly, Reigen is just like, again,
it's like basically people were saying whenever we started watching this that his dub character, like, you know, his dub voice was amazing, and I agree.
I agree too.
And he's obviously a favorite character of people, and I see why. Like,
yeah,
he's a great supporting character.
He is. He's as fake as a $3 bill, but honestly, I think that's the most alluring thing about him, is just his dedication to the craft and how easy he can fool people.
And how good he is.
Yes,
like,
he's a genius. He's just like, I sense you have demons on your shoulders. Now, demons cannot stand salt. Now lay down here and I'll do a full massage on you. Wait, what? And all of a sudden they're like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. It's just like, haha. See?
Well, he basically went into one profession and decided it wasn't making enough money and found a way to make it making more money by the looks of it.
Yeah. Because
he's obviously, like, I don't know if he's licensed, but he at the very least seems to have some sort of massage like experience.
I mean, you can get
that's
trained
the second
as a
time now he's
easily.
Basically giving someone a massage for, like, you know, their exorcism.
Well, you can get training as a masseuse pretty easily. I mean, it's pretty delicate work, but if you know exactly where to, you know, for hand placement, you can do great work. I mean, my family told me I should be a massage therapist because of my weird thumbs. I'm able to like apply pressure in a different way.
Trying to think of the way you could like use a different like profession and try to trick superstitious people and help them at the same time, but charge them
house
out the
flippers.
ass.
House flipping. It's just like we have to exercise this house. Now, if you'll just sign here for all of the expenses, we will exercise this house.
The demons from your house, and you come back. They come back to their house, and the walls have been repainted, and they got new furniture and shit. And their lawn's been mowed, and they're like, "Holy crap! It's like a whole different house."
It's just like, and the spirit has been exorcised as well. It would seem that the wall paint that you had in here was haunted, so we shaved it all off and we put on a brand new sheen. What do you think?
Also, I just want to let you all know, and we wore respirators, so we're fine. But if you or your loved ones end up affected by mesothelioma, you should call the law offices. Here's the number for the law offices
of Gene Cochran.
Gene Cochran, because you did have some asbestos in your cell.
Yeah. Oh. All right. Well, that's going to do it, everyone. Thank you all very much for tuning in. This was Mob Psycho 100, Season 1, Episode 8, Older Brother Bows, Destructive Intent. So, the plot thickens. And I guess we're going to see it thicken even more as the series progresses. And hopefully we will see y'all there. But for right now, that's going to do it. I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you then, everybody. Peace out.